Last May, when we did this the first time, we highlighted Ansu Fati and Riqui Puig, and in the case of Fati, it's pretty incredible to see where he's gotten in just 7 months. Most of the players on this list are already older than Fati, but that doesn't mean that they can't be pushing on the door to the first team before you know it. Hi, I'm Dan Hilton, and this is the Barcelona Podcast, YouTube exclusive. Let's start with 19-year-old Barcelona B defensive midfielder Hondo Oriana. For me, he's been the fastest rising star in La Masia since the start of the season. Having dealt with injuries 2 seasons ago, he's finally gotten back to his best and has forced his way into Francisco Pimienta's midfield. He made 1 UEFA Youth League appearance in September before being deemed more necessary for Barcelona B. He's made 8 starts and 11 total appearances for the B team so far, starting 5 of the last 6 matches to close out the year. His experience at the Euro U19s in July was a positive sign for the player, as Spain won every match that he featured in. Oriana is a classic Barcelona defensive midfielder, using his mobility to break down passing lanes and showing an ability to not only connect on short passes, but hit those long balls with great accuracy as well. There is a logjam of midfielders at the first team, but if the need for money forces a few sales between now and the summer, Oriana could get his chance sooner than later. It was just in May that we were speaking about Iñaki Peña, and while Peña still has a bright future, 18-year-old Arnau Tenas has been the standout goalkeeper in La Masia so far this season. Tenas takes chances, for better or worse, but his superb reflexes and anticipation more often than not get him out of trouble. While the UEFA Youth League campaign could have gone better, he spent his July having a terrific Euro U19 tournament, starting every match. He saved a penalty in the semi-final against France that was decided on penalties, and he posted a shutout against Portugal in the final. Tenas may have to settle for Juvenil A appearances for the immediate future, but keep an eye on this exciting talent. The only repeat from our list in May is Mareeba. The soon-to-be 17-year-old has had an interesting few months. He's played for Spain at the U17 World Cup, scoring a goal and providing 2 assists. He started the first match on the bench, but started in midfield in the other 4. He played in 3 UEFA Youth League games as well, all losses unfortunately. The highlight of his season, however, was a situation with Victor Valdez. Reports are that Mareeba and his family weren't happy when the player was dropped for a match against Lleida, with almost no explanation. The details are unclear, and the player was complimentary of Valdez after the former Barca keeper's dismissal, but the incident certainly wasn't a positive story for player, coach, or club. Not only has Mareeba apparently shaken off those issues, but he's also played 3 times for Barcelona B, once in September, a minute cameo against Cornellà, and a 40-minute substitute appearance against Lleida. His recent goal against Cornella's Juvenil A squad has put the exclamation point on a pretty incredible 2019 for a player that the club feared may have left last January. Good thing he stayed. We're going to stick with Juvenil A midfielders now. While the team failed to live up to expectations in the UEFA Youth League, losing 5 of 6 matches, Nico Gonzales still shone well. The 17-year-old is the son of Fran Gonzalez, the Spanish midfielder who made over 500 appearances from 1988 to 2005 for Deportivo La Coruña, winning a La Liga title with Super Depor. Nico, meanwhile, made the jump last season with Cadet A straight to Juvenil A, where he has continued this season due to the congestion in the midfield at Barcelona B. The tricky attacking midfielder has already made his Barca B debut last May for 1 minute, but expect a few more this year depending on the January winner for the B team. Finally heading down to Juvenil B, but sticking with another 17-year-old, Zechariah Lalon is proving to be a talented winger. The Barcelona-born left winger has been called up to both the Morocco U15s and U17s, scoring 3 goals already with the U17s. Since arriving from CF Dam in 2016, Lalon has improved at a drastic pace, starting to use his speed and his body to his advantage. His success this season for Juvenil B got him a UEFA Youth League debut, coming on in the second half in a 2-1 loss to Borussia Dortmund. Lalon will be expected to continue to get some looks for the Juvenil A team with the goal of being a primary option for Juvenil A next season, and potentially some looks with Barcelona B, but that may need to wait for the following season. In the last 6 months or so, he has gone from a player not really on the radar to one of the brightest attacking prospects in La Masia. We'll finish this list off with one player from Cadet A. Last May, that player was Alejandro Balde, the 16-year-old left-back who is now splitting time between Juvenil A and Juvenil B, and is still one of the most promising players in the academy. Now halfway through the season, I'd like to introduce to you Elias Akomash, a 15-year-old Spanish-born Moroccan winger. Capable of playing on the right or in the center of the attack, he does have a rather free role with Cadet A. That's how talented he is offensively. His 6 goals so far this season are deceiving because he has set the table a ton for teammate Angel Alarcon, who has an astounding 14 goals already. Like any 15-year-old, stash that name in your brain and check back every now and again without too many expectations. So there it is. These 6 just scratch the surface of the talent in La Masia at the moment, and some of them are a testament to just how quickly a player's stock can rise at the youth level. Fati and Carlos Perez are the current academy talents pushing into the first team, with Puig on deck, but any of the names we covered could be there someday. Until then, keep checking this channel for more videos like this, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, Forza Barca.